She be killing us every morning, and I'll be listening to her on the way to work while I'm at work. I can't really focus until she's done work cooking, because she be saying some stuff make you get up and get out your chair. So take heed to the message. Let's make sure we support her and go and subscribe to her content, because she's doing an amazing job over there. I appreciate you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We need to start learning how to tell our men what we would like, what we need in a marriage. Because if you don't tell your man what you need in a marriage, this creates chaos. I always tell people on my channel, you got to learn how to talk to your husband.
One and only, take heed to the message.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwar. Thank you, family, for tuning in for tonight. So, guys, I'm trying to learn how to do 2 lives a day, okay? So bear with me. It's a little bit extra, but bear with me. I'm trying to grow the channel. And my king is like pushing my back, so that I can stay on course. Now I'm gonna share something with you. I really just want to do 1 live, and I really just want to do my little reels. That's it. But my king is like, nope, do a live. So I'm here. Okay, I'm here. I'm not gonna be too long. We just gonna talk about something real quick. Good evening, everybody who came to rock with me tonight. I greatly appreciate y'all, because y'all could be anywhere else, but you decided to stop by and say what's up to me. And I appreciate that. Uncle Mo, how are you? This is my first time seeing you. Thank you for tuning in. Amin Eyes, what's up, baby? Alexander, what's going on? Melania, what's up, baby girl? How are you? So we about to do what it do, okay? We about to do what it do tonight. The title of this foolery is, do Black women know how to vet men? You know, we always get so mad with our sisters, but do they know how to vet men? Do they know? Hey, Trey Ferg, what's going on? How you doing, sir? It's good to see you. So that's the question that I have for tonight. Do Black women know how to vet men? We have to talk about that, because the expectations and the things that they think they need in a man it's not working out. It's not working out. Y'all can see that it's not working out. I'm gonna share a few videos with y'all. I just want y'all to hear what the young women are talking about and what they're saying. And then we're going to come back. We're going to chat it up. You feel me? Black Man Unfiltered, how are you, sir? It's good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. How you doing, baby? It's good to see you. What's going on, sweetie? Thank you for coming to rock with me tonight. So I want y'all to listen to this young lady real quick, okay? She's telling her truth. So I want y'all to listen to this young woman real quick, okay?
I'll keep you along. I just want to know, when are we as women going to take accountability for the men that we choose and the things that we like? A lot of us women, we do not know how to choose a good man for nothing. And we have good men approach us all the time. Most women that I know, most women that I meet, we have all had experiences where we had a good man. We had somebody who would have treated us right, loved us right, cared for us, provided for us. That is, if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a woman to attract that. Most women that I know who actually are worthy of having, they have had somebody cross their path that would have been good to them, that would have appreciated them, that tried to love them, myself included. Hello, myself included. I've had it happen many times throughout the course of my life. I woke up from that a long time ago, but I will never for a second not admit the fact that I used to be one of them too. But at a point, you have to wake up and take responsibility for your choices. We have to take accountability for the things that we like and the things that we dislike. A lot of us women, we think, oh, the men who actually come at us the correct way, we see them as not a priority. We don't prioritize them. But the ones that dog us out, talk to us like crap, we give them so much priority. Why do you think a lot of y'all are sleeping with the same men? You're sharing men because y'all like the toxicity. Y'all like the drama. Literally, and it shows all around us. Look at us. Most of us women, I shouldn't even say most. I need to refrain from that because many of us women, we watch reality TV. We are into the drama. Look at the stuff that we watch. Listen to the stuff that we listen to. I don't listen to the music that a lot of women my age listen to, but I know what y'all listen to. It's bad. It's real bad. And we listen to these songs that degrade us. We watch these shows that's full of drama, and we're surprised that we attract chaos. You attract chaos because you like it. You enjoy it. You don't like the guy who's going to actually come home, be right, treat you right, be good to you. We don't like that. No, we don't like that. It's not exciting enough for us, right? And then we also, when you're with a good guy, guess what? You actually have to be a good woman. You don't get to just play victim. A lot of us, we like bad men. Why? And I'm only saying we for relatability purposes because I've been delivered from that. But I want to be relatable to you all because for one, I used to be like that. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it, as I always say. But if it does apply, maybe take a lesson in it.
So shout out to LL Cool 43. This brother always send me content in my DMs. Shout out to him, an amazing content creator on IG. So I wanted to share that with y'all because the young woman is correct. Most of us sit up here and we want a good man. We keep saying that we want a good man, but the good man is always the one that's staring us in the face. It's the one you put in a friend zone. That's always that good man. It's the one when your car break down, you can call him, he'll come. It's the one when you having a problem in your household and you call him, he'll come. It's the one when you don't have enough to get by for the week and you call him and he'll come. But this is the one that you put in a friend zone. But when Tayshawn call you and say, bitch, get up. When Tayshawn call you and say, bitch, get up, come get me from downtown. You get up and you go get him from downtown. When Tayshawn call you at 3 in the morning and tell you he coming over to your house to come screw you, okay? What do? You get your ass up and you answer the door when Tayshawn call you. But when John call you and he say, good morning, queen, how are you? You got an attitude with John and you hang up the phone on him. Or you'll start screaming on him, don't be calling me like that early in the morning, this and that. But if Tayshawn call you and he say, bitch, get up, come get me, you get your ass up out the bed and go get Tayshawn. But John want to be good to you. David want to be good to you. Gregory want to be good to you. Good. How are you, Gregory Scotland? Gregory want to be good to you. Joseph want to be good to you. But you don't see him. You don't see him. You only see Tyshawn because the way Tyshawn acts towards you. He acts towards you like he don't give a damn. But the messed up reality is he really don't care. He really don't care. He don't give two shits about you. He don't care. And he know that he will never care. He knows he will never care. But because you are submissive, yeah, I said it. This is the same word. Y'all don't like to, you don't like that accountability. You don't like when I say you're submissive. You must be submissive to a man. You don't like that part. When I say be submissive to your husband, but you will be submissive, okay? You will be like that towards Tyshawn. You will be obedient to Tyshawn. Okay? You will be obedient to Tyshawn. But John is the one that want to marry you. Gregory is the one that want to marry you. Do you understand? These are the men that want to marry you. Tyshawn just want to fuck you. That's it. That's it. That's the thing we miss. Good evening, everybody who just came in. Young, how are you? It's good to see you. How you doing, my dear? It's good to see you. What's going on, Real Bravado Network? How you doing? Shout out to the Real Bravado Network because this gentleman right here gave me this topic a couple weeks ago, but he didn't remember. He didn't remember, y'all. So now, with that being said, this young woman who was on the video, she's correct. But the sad part is that a lot of us don't have that ah moment. Okay? A lot of us don't have that ah moment. Sometimes when we get that ah moment, we be in our 40s or 50s and you have already passed your prime. Let's talk about it. Now, Melania put up something before. It's a childhood trauma. Families is always first community as children. Let me repeat that again. It's a childhood trauma. Family is our first community as children. This is true, but you wrote something else, baby. Let me get it up there. A lot of Black women have fear of abandonment and loneliness, and a man overreacting if they were to ask certain questions, so they settle for whatever. Okay, I like that what you said, but I'm gonna share something with you that helped me. Ask this man, where do he see himself in 5 years? That's how you'll be able to separate the ones that are good and the ones that are not. Ask him. Ask him, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So now, my dear, you'll figure out if you and him are meant to be. Hello, King UB. How are you? You'll be able to find out if, you know what I'm saying, if it's meant to be. Lost in translation, how you doing? So that's my whole issue. I have a problem with us because we don't ask the right questions. Sometimes it'll be because he looked good or he got money that we accept him. Sometimes it'll be that he might be the baddest brother on the block, okay? The baddest brother on the block, right? And you take him with that because all the other women like him. So you think that this makes sense? We don't really know how to vet men. We have not been taught. We have not been taught. We have not been taught how to vet men. And since you haven't been taught, baby, you know what kind of taught we have been, okay? You know what kind of teaching we have been taught? We have been taught foolery. We have been taught hoism. Shout out to kosher. We have been taught that don't come back home with a wet ass, just with a wet ass. We have been taught that. We have not been taught the right way. We have not been taught how to vet properly at all. So some of us wind up in situations because we didn't ask questions. We didn't go into detail. And yes, it does play a lot with Melania just saying that childhood trauma. It does. It plays a lot in that. And I'm going to share something with you. Somebody was saying on YouTube that childhood trauma plays a lot in how you date when you get grown. And I said, wow. Because a lot of the men that I have dated in my past, I saw my father in them. I saw my father in them. But when I got married, and my first husband, I saw my father in him too. But when I got married, when I got married for the second time, I saw my stepfather in my husband. Yep. Can you imagine? I saw my stepfather in my husband. May my stepfather's soul rest in peace. He was a good man. He didn't deserve the nonsense my mother was giving to him. He did not. Yeah. And this is the first time my king hearing this tonight that I'm telling y'all. I saw my stepfather in my king because my king wanted to save me, just like my stepfather wanted to save my mother. But my mother wouldn't latch on. She didn't want to latch on. But when my husband, my king, when he threw out that lifeline, I grabbed that thing for dear life because I wanted to be saved. I wanted to be saved. So when this man from the beginning started vetting me, I was vetting him. I was asking him, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to get married someday? Do you want to have children? I asked him all these questions. Do you want this? And everything that I asked, this man went into detail, in on it, went to detail. We always had long conversations in the beginning of us dating. Long conversations, long walks and talks and everything. And my king just was, our dating part in the beginning was just so amazing. This man was a godsend. Can I say that? Can I say that? He was a godsend because he saw all my wrongs, because I revealed to him all my wrongs, and yet he still wanted me. And yet he still wanted me. Eugene Still, thank you so much. Eugene Still, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, it seems as it's the type of man a woman wants is the type of woman she is. Ooh, wait a minute. It seems as I'm saying it wrong. It seems as the type of man a woman wants is the type of woman she is. Okay. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope I read that correctly. Lord, I need to put my glasses on. Melania, you on fire tonight. What's going on, honey? You on fire tonight. Alexander said, good question. Melania says, some women will say they don't want to get married just because a man says he doesn't want to get married. Take them. No. Let me repeat that again. Want to get married. Let me put it up there. Some women will say they don't want to get married just because a man says he doesn't. He doesn't want to get married. To them is silent. Oh, that's nasty, but it's true. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Ladies, when you do this, you're not doing anything but hurting yourself. Because if this man say he don't want to get married and you want to get married, you got to let that go. You got to let it go. Because all you're going to do is hinder yourself. And I'm going to share with you why I say this. Because your true husband is out there. If this man tell you he don't want to get married, you have to let him go. He not the one for you. Your true husband is out there. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss the opportunity to be with somebody that you're supposed to be with. My king one time made a joke to me a couple years ago. I think it was like maybe 6 or 7 years we were married at the time. He said, in your next life, this is what he told me. Hey, Mona D. He said, in your next life, you better learn how to wait for me. He said, you better learn how to wait for me in your next life. And I told him, baby, I will wait for you in my next life. Long as I know I get to be with you again, I will wait for you in my next life. And my king was laughing so hard. So I will share this with you, my sisters. Hey, green beans, I will share this with you. Ask questions. Don't hold your peace. Ask questions that make sense. Stop worrying about how much money this man bring in. Okay? Stop worrying about how much money he bring in. That's not going to help the situation. It's not going to help the relationship at all. See, a lot of content creators will be up here bragging, telling you, you got to worry about how much money he bringing in, sprinkle nonsense. Listen to me, honey. Money don't buy happiness. Money don't buy happiness, honey. You can have all the money in the world, and this man can turn around and treat you like shit. I'm just saying. So you have to know how to ask the right questions. Okay? You have to learn how to ask the right questions before you wind up in some foolery. Some foolery, baby. Sit down, talk to this man. Okay? I don't care how fine he look. Listen to me. I don't care how fine he look, baby. Learn how to ask some questions instead of you thinking about, am I gonna fuck him tonight? You gotta learn how to do clink, 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 clink. Lock it down, baby, because let me share something with you. You don't want to have a baby. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. Okay? You don't want to be a single mother. This is not the answer. Do you understand? That's not what it is. We have enough going on in our community. Okay? 80% of us are baby mothers. You don't want this baby. See, I have to talk to y'all younger ones like this because the older ones don't want to listen. The older ones don't want to listen. Hey, Anissa, the older ones don't want to listen. They think what they know makes sense. So you have all these issues because you don't want to listen. We always worried about how much money he make. Listen to me. It's a plus if he make money. It's a plus, okay? I'm not sitting up here telling you to go with a man that ain't got shit. I'm not saying it. I'm saying ask him what's his 5-year plan, baby. So you don't wind up in some nonsense. Because once he tell you his 5-year plan, you can see if you can work with that. You can see if you'll be happy with that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You'll see if you'll be happy with it. Because sometimes when you don't ask these questions, you don't know how the relationship gonna sway. You don't know if this man just wanna have you swinging from a chandelier just for the night. That's it. He don't want nothing else from you. He just wanna screw you. Do you understand? So it don't make sense for you to waste your time if you don't find out his game plan. Stop worrying about the money that he bring home. Stop worrying about all this other foolery that they tell you all over social media. That is not how you choose to be with a man. That is not how you choose a man. Listen to me. I always say this. We are the gatekeepers of sex. You understand? We are the gatekeepers of sex. We choose if this man will continue his bloodline or he will not with you. Do you understand? So you have to learn how to ask some questions. It shouldn't always be about how much money you make. Ask him, do you have a relationship with your mama? Do you have a relationship with your father? Do you get along with your siblings? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you go spend holidays with your family? Okay? Who do you hang around with? Where do you go when you want to relax and unwind? Okay? Do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you do drugs? Ask these questions. Ask these questions. Don't be scared. Ask these questions. Because if you don't learn how to ask all these questions while you're dating, you're not going to find out anything. You're not going to find out anything. Ask some questions, baby. Have you been to jail? Have you done time? Ask these questions. We so scared that we're going to run somebody away if you ask some questions. The part you should be scared of is that this man want to take you down the first night he met you. That's what you should be scared of. Because he doesn't know you. He don't know what you got going on down there. That's what you should be scared of. You shouldn't be scared to ask questions, baby. A lot of us do not vet these men. We wind up having children with them. We wind up marrying them. Oh, yes. Lost in translation, you are correct. Where do I fit in your future? Yes. You got to ask these questions, baby. You got to. We scared, yes, but you got to speak up for yourself. You got to speak up for yourself. A lot of y'all scared to even tell a man to put on a condom. So I understand that these questions that I'm telling y'all to ask is hard. But I got to share something with you. You got to love yourself. You got to love yourself first. You asking this because why? If you're not serious, if you're not serious and you just wanted to go out on a date with this man and you didn't think it was going to go any other way, then you don't have to ask these questions. But if you really feeling this cat when you meet him and it seemed like it's going to go a certain way, baby, you got to get deep with these questions. You have to start asking some questions. Do you want to get married? Do you want to have children? Do you think I can fit in your future plans? This how you will know. This how you gonna know, baby. And if he tell you yes, that does not mean you give up the BJJ the same night. That doesn't mean that you give up that ass the same night. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Don't listen to these influencers tell you it's all right to swing from the chandelier. It's not all right, baby. Don't do that. Y'all giving up that ass too fast. It's not all right. Take your time. Ask questions. Get to know somebody. Get to know somebody before you take them to the bedroom. Get to know somebody. Now, Melania, baby, ain't nobody supposed to be somewhere in the middle. That's another thing too. I love what Melania just said too. But let me read this real quick. Gregory Scotland said, take heed, many of these women will rather follow advice from Cynthia G. Priscilla and Seven. And you ain't never lie. You telling the truth, sir. Now, I like what Melania said right here. Okay, I like what she said. Be scared of getting deleted in the middle of nowhere because you're with someone you barely know and haven't told your closest friends and family about it. This is true. Yep, this is true. I also want to share one more thing with y'all younger women, if you take heed to the message. Hey, John, how are you? It's good to see you. If you take heed to the message, when you go out on a date, okay, and you met this person over the internet or on some dating site, you don't follow them home. You don't let them follow you home. You meet in a public place. Let your family know that you're going out on a date with somebody you met on the internet. Let your friends and family know. Turn your location on your phone. Do you understand? Bring some mace with you in your purse. Okay? Precautions. Precautions. I'm just saying. It don't make sense. It don't make sense because I'm going to share something with you. Sometimes the love of money will make a woman do some nonsense. You know, they always say the root of how they say that the root of money is no, I'm saying it wrong. The love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money, not just money is the root of all evil. No, the love of money is the root of all evil. Lost in Translation said, date in the daylight. Yes, date in the daylight, baby. Lost in Translation is correct. Date in the daylight. It shouldn't be no late night going out with somebody. Okay, don't be in the same car with them. Y'all meet up at a place. You understand? Okay, you don't know this person. You don't know this person. You only met them on social media. but yet you will go back home with this person. And I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick. You know the young man who deleted the young girl that they've been talking about on social media. I can't recall her name, and I feel so bad I can't recall her name. But they said this Caucasian young man father is a millionaire. He comes from a rich family. So he just off. They said the family, he like ran away from the family. He's off his rocker. So he like ran from the family. So I'm quite sure this Caucasian man was tempting her with stuff like that. Oh, I come from this family, my family rich, and this and that. Because the young girl looked like she come from a family who don't have much. When you see the video of her mother and her uncles and the family in the background, they look like they don't have much. So when you enticed by money, you can just about do anything that even will put your life in danger. You know, put your life in danger. Somebody tell you, oh, follow me back to my house. You know, I got some money I want to give you or whatever. And you'll follow them back and you think it makes sense. And then you get in there and all hell break loose. And now your family all on TV crying, talking about that they have to lay you to rest. Because we were not taught to vet. We were not. Now we were taught to be hoes though. Can you imagine? We were taught to be hoes, but we don't know how to vet. But we'll get up here on social media and we'll say men ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. But you, my sister, don't know how to vet. A lot of content creators that are women that get up here and disgrace black men, they don't know how to vet. They don't know how to vet. And you know how you know they don't know how to vet? It's because most of them turn out to be baby mamas. And I'm one of them. I ain't know how to vet either. I did not. Now, hoism shit, I was taught that. I was taught that. But in my 20s, in my early 20s, I was like, why can't I keep a man? Why am I having this such horrible problem in keeping a man? Ladies, you're going to have this wake up call. I pray that it's not when you in your 40s or 50s. I pray you get this wake up call early because there's a lot of work you got to do. When you get this wake up call, there's a lot of work you got to do. You got to put in some work because what happens is your mindset begins to change. When women start coming to you with nonsense in your family that they're trying to get you to co-sign the shit that they doing, you start looking at them two-sided like that does not make sense. Because now God is doing a work in you. So with that being said, your mind will begin to change. Things that you saw that was offensive that men were doing in your life, you look at it now and you like, no, he was trying to protect me. He was trying to protect me. He was trying to keep me safe, but I didn't want to listen. See, when women get up here and they say, oh, he always telling me what to wear. He always telling me where to go. Right then and there, when you say that, I know that you're still age 14. Shout out to Mrs. Ali. I still know you're at age 14. You're not ready. You're not ready. Because when you understand the assignment, you know that this man is trying to protect you. He's trying to keep you safe. See, that's how I can tell the difference between a 14-year-old woman in her mind and a grown woman that know her shit. I can tell the difference. Because when she gets up here on panels and she talk about a man shouldn't have to tell me what to do. I already know what to do. She start popping her head and everything like that back and forth. I already know this is the 14-year-old one. This is the one that still got the 14-year-old mind. She might have a college education and everything, but she still got the 14-year-old mind. Because first of all, that's the man's job to protect and provide. That's his job. He know his job. That's why he good at his job, because he know his job. So when he tell you you can't be going out in the street with your ass hanging out and your breasts hanging out, you can't be going to the club with your girlfriends all types of night and staying out late. You can't do what you want to do. You can't walk in and out of this house because you grown. You can't call me and let me know where you are because you getting up there talking about he ain't my daddy. That immediately when you say that, I know you 14. Immediately when you say that, I know your mind is 14, baby. Because when a man does that, honey, he care about you. He care about you. He love you. He want to make sure you safe. In his mind, you belong to him. He want to make sure you safe. Okay? He want to make sure you safe, and he want to make sure nothing happens to you. It's the ones who don't give a damn when you go out and do all types of nonsense. Those are the ones you gotta look two sides of that. This man ain't for you. This man ain't for you. It ain't gonna work out, baby. Just get out of that relationship. It ain't gonna work out at all. It's about to go left. If you're dating a man and you doing all boo-boo the fool type of nonsense and he never corrects you, he doesn't want to keep you, baby. He does not want to keep you. I want you to understand that part. It's the one who will give the corrections. He's trying to teach you. He wants to keep you. See, y'all miss that part. You think the one who don't say anything is the most amazingest man in the world, but he's the one who don't want you. It's the one that correct you when you do nonsense. That's the one that wants you. That's the one that wants you because he knows that you're going to be a part of him. He has an idea of what he wants to do with you, that he wants to marry you. He wants to settle down with you. So don't be so quick to pass judgment on this man, calling him, oh, he just acting like he my father. But truth be told, when you get married, he turns into your father. Because your father has to walk you to the altar, right? He has to walk you to the altar. All he's doing is passing you off to another father. That's what happens. But we always miss that concept. A lot of women you see on these social media streets, their mindset is still at the age of 14. And some of them is like 30 something, 40 something years old. But they get up here and say men ain't shit all the time because it helped their content. It helps their content to disgrace men and talk all types of nonsense about men. Young women, listen to me. Don't be a statistic. Don't end up like these women all on social media that preach that men ain't shit. You got the older women, 70, 80 years old, talking about men ain't shit. How many years have you been here on this earth that you getting up here talking about men ain't shit? But you living in the same society that men built. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can anybody say ungrateful? That's the word of the day, ungrateful. All I'm saying is rethink your mindset. Ask questions when you're dating. If you met this man on any social media platform, meet him in the daylight. Don't go to his house. Don't let him go to your house. Do you understand? Meet in a public place, a public setting. Don't go nowhere with no stranger. Your mama should have taught y'all that. Okay? I don't care how good he looked and how much money he got. Do not pass up that pussy on the same night. I'm not playing. Do not do that. Okay? Now I'm gonna share something with you. I would love to just tell you, wait till you get married, but you know, y'all young people don't listen at all. So if you're gonna go do that, okay, if you're gonna go do that, use a condom. Use a condom. Use a condom. Protect yourself. Protect yourself when the time comes. But don't be passing up that ass in the first 7 days, first 14 days, first 21 days. Don't be passing up that ass like that. You wait, take time. Be patient. Get to know this man. My younger women, I'm telling you because I know. I'm telling you because I know. Anything that I preach to you is because I have lived it and I know. Take time. Learn how to vet. Ask questions. Stop assuming that it makes sense. Stop being scared that it makes sense. Because let me share. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. Because you want somebody who is on their A game. You want somebody that is going to make sense to you at the end of the day. Do you hear what I'm saying? You want somebody who wants to live right. You need somebody that is going to have that covering, that wants to cover you. Don't let your eyes deceive you, baby. Don't let your eyes deceive you. Y'all worried about those 666 numbers. Don't let your eyes deceive you, honey. Because he might not have 6 figures. He might not be 6 feet tall. He might not have 6 inches. He might have 5. A man that has 6 inches, he may not know how to wield it. But the one that is the 5 inches, he may know how to wield it better than the one with the 6 inches. He might not have 6 figures, but he got a good job. And he looking to build the business outside the job he got. You never know. Some of y'all pass up on good men because of money issues. And then when you do get with the one who had the money, okay? When you do get with the one that might have the money, he might be the devil incarnate. You don't even know. But because the money you see makes sense. Green Beans says, shoot, let me shut up. Green Beans, yes, shut up. That's what you need to do, sir. That's right. Just do that. Do that. Like I wasn't going to see that. I see what you writing, But I'm talking because you like the clown in my chat all the time, sir. Thank you. Anyway, this is women's talk. Do you see what I wrote at the top? I said, do Black women know how to vet men? So I'm asking my sisters. You supposed to just lie back and watch the comments, sir. Always coming here starting some trouble. All the time. So with that being said, ladies, learn how to take your time. Learn how to ask questions. Put a clink, 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 clink on that pussy. Lock that bad boy down, honey. You hear me? Lock it down. Be patient. Get to know this brother. First of all, make sure the first question that you ask him is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Ask that question, baby. Stop worrying about every other question, how much money you make and where you work at. You can get all that, but first you ask, what's your plan in the next 5 years? And then when he finished saying that, then you ask, do you see me in it? Do you see me in it? Now you see him smile a little bit. You're going to get the truth. You're going to get the truth because you asking the questions. But see, some of y'all young women, you go in and you ask the wrong questions and you wind up in some situations where you wish you was not. And listen, I'm not mad at you because we was only taught how to be in a hoism nation. We was only taught how to be in a hoism nation. We were not taught to be vetting people to be a husband. We were not taught how to be wives. So I'm not mad at you, but when is the time do you wake up and say, why can't I keep a man? When do you have your wake-up call? Why can't I keep a man? My melanated sisters, when do you have the wake-up call that say, why I can't keep a man? I just want y'all to take heed to the message. We closing out. I'm done for tonight. I'm done with my rant tonight. I appreciate all that stopped by and came to rock with me. Yes, Melania says, and I love what she said. She said those questions and answers should come naturally. Don't force it. Don't force it. That's right. Don't force it. But you got to ask some questions, baby. Don't be scared to ask questions. Do not. But the part of how much money you make, we got to get that off the table. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because y'all been using that for the last, 5 years? It's not working. It's not working. Y'all been using that for the last 5 years. It's not working. It's not. All it is breeding off to the men that she's a gold digger. That's all it is. Okay? That is all it is. It's just breeding that off that the men are thinking, oh, she's a gold digger. I want y'all to listen to this real quick. And I want y'all to hear this from Charleston White. Now, you know I played him before, but I want y'all to hear what he said. And it's the same thing I played before, but he's right. And I got to play it one more time. Hold on, y'all.
Women are beautiful, and they are. But if you start talking to them, they ugly. If you can find the most beautiful black girl, but when you talk to a man, this bitch ugly in a motherfucker. She got some stinking thinking. This bitch fucked up in the way she think, and she have some unrealistic expectation of what a man is and what a man does with a woman. You know why? She ain't never seen a man just like we ain't. Her mama didn't have no man. Her grandmama didn't have no man. She been watching her mama in and out of failed relationship. Who showed her what a man is? How she so confident and accurate in her assessment in what a man does? Bitch just talking, ho. Shut up. Don't know a motherfucking thing. What about what?
And he's right, because we have never saw men growing up. We have never saw men around. Most of us have never saw men around that we could say this is a man. Okay, most of us don't know what men are. Okay, most of us don't. We don't know how to vet men. We don't know what we saying. So the first thing we say is, and we think it makes sense, oh, how much you make? That's not even a good question, but we started doing this 5 years ago, asking this question, how much you make? Are you a six-figure earner? You know, and y'all think that that makes sense to ask somebody that. And it doesn't. Lost in translation is correct. This is exactly what he said. Hello, Isaiah, how are you? Exactly what he said. He said, when a woman asks me how much money I make, let me know she can't help me with my assignment. She's not thinking. She's not thinking. She's not a thinking woman. She's not a thinking woman. He's correct. It's true. She's not. And I'm going to share something with you. The things that you were taught growing up by your mama, I know it's hard to break. The things you were taught growing up with your grandmother, your mama, your aunties, it's hard to break, because it was hard for me too. I didn't learn it until I was in my 20s that something was wrong. But in the melanated community, something is wrong. Something is wrong. When we at 80% being baby mamas and 38% in our culture are only married, 38% of us are only married. There's a problem in our culture, because we rather be baby mamas than be wives. We rather be baby mamas than be wives. And that come along, and you know what makes that come into play? Because we don't know how to vet nobody. We do not know how to vet nobody, because he looked good to you at the time you think this makes sense. He looked good to you. He wearing those nice name brand clothes. He's styling and all that nonsense. And so you think that this makes sense. So everything that he's telling you goes in your city. Now, he could be telling you something, telling you the right thing, but it goes in your city, in your brain. And then your city makes it so the way you like it. And so you think what he said makes sense. How are you, dear, from the UK? It's good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. So since it went through your city, and your city telling you that this makes sense, but good and hell well, it don't make sense. But because it went through your city, you didn't hear what he actually said. You didn't hear him. So you wind up having a baby by this man because you slept with him too early and you didn't use a condom. You didn't vet him. And all the while he was telling you he ain't want no children. He ain't want no relationship. He just wanted a friendship. But yet and still, when we get pregnant, we think once we get pregnant that we can change this man. You can change his mindset. Baby, you got to stop listening to that nonsense. You got to stop listening to content creators that will tell you it's his fault you got pregnant. It's your body, baby. You responsible for your body. Because when this baby, while you carrying this baby, you responsible for this baby. When this baby be born, you the one that is responsible for the well-being of this child. It is not him. Excuse me. It is not him. He's not responsible for the well-being. It's you. You're the one that's going to take on all the responsibility of this baby. Learn to protect yourself. Learn to ask questions. We say that we are the smartest out of our men. We always say that. But then we turn around and be on social media crying, talking about he tricked me. So which one is it? Are we the smartest or he tricked me? You have to understand that part. Is he the smartest or he tricked me? Because we'll get up here on social media and talk about, well, women smarter than men. Women smarter than men. That's what we'll say. Women smarter than men. But how is it that you can get on social media and say, oh, he tricked me? Yes, that. Thank you, Young. That is her name, Shadea Robinson. I remember. Thank you, my dear. May her soul rest in peace. For the love of money, what we do. Can you imagine? Now, I'm not saying that that's what happened. But for the love of money, and because we were not taught how to vet properly, we wind up in foolish situations. Because your mama not telling you to be careful. Your mama just telling you, don't come home just with a wet ass. You better have some money in your hand. See, they teach you about hoism, but they don't teach you about how to be a wife. They don't teach you that there's honor in being a wife. But what they teach you in the melanated community, that if you have a baby, you're going to get food stamps, you're going to get housing, you're going to get Medicaid, you're going to get any type of assistance programs that you need. They're going to help you in that baby. Okay? That's what they promote. You're going to get an apartment in the projects, girl. You're going to get your own place. You're going to be able to do whatever you want to do, and your rent going to be like $50 a month. See, they promote that, but they don't promote that, oh, being a wife is an amazing honor. They don't promote being a wife that you have a covering. They don't promote that being a wife that your husband is going to put you in a place of safety, in a home. They don't promote that. They'll tell you all the bad things about being a wife. Oh, you got to be obedient to this man. You got to listen to this man. That's the same thing, y'all. You got to do everything this man tell you. Okay? This man ain't your daddy. That's what they tell you. He ain't your daddy. Why you got to listen to everything he said? But he's the covering. He's the covering. That's the thing we miss. He's the covering. He needs to cover you. You need to be safe. We miss that part. Ain't nothing like being a wife. I would never want to give that up. Ain't nothing like being a wife. I ain't sitting up here saying I'm perfect. Shit, I'm a hell raiser. I'm a hell raiser. But the only difference is that my king don't take bullshit. That's the difference. He doesn't take bullshit. That's the difference. I will not sit up here and say I'm a perfect wife. I cannot. I can't say. Now, Green Beans is going to say, I can see that. Green Beans, you know what? Forget you, Green Beans. Forget you. Forget you. Okay? I'm just saying that I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that I'm perfect. I am not. But I love my king like I love the blood flowing through my veins. And I love my covering. I never want to give my covering up to graduate. And that's the one thing that a lot of y'all youngins, y'all miss that part. You should want a covering. But because you never seen it before, you got some stinking thinking. Just like Charleston White said, melanated women got some stinking thinking. Okay? We got some stinking thinking. Because our mothers and grandmothers didn't teach us the proper way. But one thing they did teach us that we have, how you say, that we have learned throughout our childhood is that God Almighty can do all things. They taught us about God. But them themselves could never keep a man, but they taught us about God. But they were having children out of wedlock, but they taught us about God. But when they got a husband, they was disrespecting him and cursing him out right after church on Sunday, but they taught us about God. You see that's crazy, right? But they're the same ones who taught us about God. Just go and pray to God and you'll get a husband. Just go and pray to God and you'll get a husband. No, it don't work like that. It doesn't. You have to take one step and God will take two. The one step meaning that you have to clean out everything that is not right within you. Shout out to Mr. Bennett. You got to clean out everything that is not right within you for marriage, so that you will be ready for marriage, my dear. All this nonsense that our grandmothers and aunties and mothers have taught us is nothing but foolery. Because all you got to do is look at them, they not married. Okay? All you got to do is look at them. They not married. They are not married. And if they are married and the man looks sad all the time, okay? The man looks sad all the damn time, okay? There's a problem there. All right? If he looks sad all the damn time, there's a problem. There's a problem. I'm just want to let you know that part. If he looks sad all the damn time, there's a problem. They not meant to be. They not meant to be. It's just that he done got caught up in some nonsense and got children, and he said, where I'm going. That's what happened. He said, I must do the right thing. And so he's still there. But she don't know how to treat him. And she will disrespect him and tell him off, but be in church on Sunday, hooping and hollering, speaking in tongues and dancing all around the church. She the same one. She the same one. My younger women, I'm just letting you know, the nonsense that we have been taught when we were young, the nonsense you have been taught right now while you're young, baby, you got to go out there and seek that knowledge for yourself. Stop getting under influencers that will tell you men ain't shit. When you run into women like this, you better run the other way. She got some problems. She got some problems because the men she met ain't shit. Everybody have a wonderful evening, okay? A wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate all the love. I greatly appreciate all y'all stopping by. Y'all take heed to the message. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. It'll be in my bio. You can donate through Super Chats as well. You'll see the link over there by you trying to make a post if you would like to. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubandrexfashion.com. Hey, Tracy, what's going on, baby? And also, if you want to shop merch with us, you will see, go scroll from the top, you'll see shop or store. And you can go in there. We sell hoodies, shirts, water bottles, bags, book bags, all types of stuff that YouTube got over there. Okay, with my logo on there. Now they do all your shipping. You can check it out with them if you like. Okay, everybody have a wonderful evening. Tracy said late night. Yes, baby. Yes, I'm trying to learn to do two lives in a day. I'm trying. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be every day, but I'm trying. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Much love to you all. And I hope you take heed to the message. My sisters, y'all share this message with younger women so we can get some understanding. Okay? So we can get some understanding, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful night. Take heed to the message.